It all comes down to one choice. No one is coming to save you. Sit with that for a second. The fantasy is over. No superhero, no soulmate, no mentor is swooping in. It's only you in your skin right now. Terrifying? Maybe. But what if it's freedom? Why does this matter? Because every time you secretly wait for someone to rescue you, you waste another day. You delay your own life. You tell yourself the job will get better, the partner will understand, the system will change. Meanwhile, you're stuck in the same chair, scrolling, wishing, waiting. And time? Time is ruthless. It doesn't pause for your excuses. The risk isn't just missing out. The risk is becoming invisible in your own story. If you don't grab the pen, someone else will write your ending. So the question burns. Are you willing to keep waiting? Or do you want to feel the crack of your own power right now? Imagine life as a mirror. Every complaint you throw at it, it throws back. Every excuse you spit out, it reflects in your face. Ugly? Honest. That's why the idea that nobody's coming is shocking. Because it erases the illusion that someone else owes you change. You think about the movies, right? The camera pans, the music swells, and suddenly the mentor appears with the perfect advice. But this isn't a movie. There's no orchestral cue. There's just you in a quiet room, phone buzzing, heart restless. And in that silence, something brutal becomes clear. You are the mentor you keep waiting for. Picture this. You're holding a walkie. You keep pressing the button, begging for someone on the other end to respond. But it's static. Nothing. Then one day you realize the walkie isn't broken. It's just pointed back at you. You're both sides of the conversation. You're the question and the answer. Does that scare you? Good. Fear is proof you're awake. Because if you can hear that voice, you can act. And action is the only rescue that exists. Let me give you a tiny scene. A man sits on a park bench, head in his hands. He's drowning in debt, waiting for someone to forgive him. But no one comes. Another man passes by, sits, and says nothing. Just existing, living his own life. That's the wake-up. Nobody else is pressed against the glass of your bubble. They're too busy surviving their own. The only one who can pop it is you. Here's the twist, though. This isn't punishment. It's liberation. If no one is coming, then nothing is stopping you from moving. You're not chained to their approval, their timing, their blessing. You're free to turn the wheel yourself. Think of a window. You keep staring out, expecting someone to appear, knock, offer a hand. But the glass stays empty. Then you notice the handle. It's been there the whole time. You open it, step through. The air slaps your face. That's what it feels like when you realize self-rescue is the only rescue. But let's be real. Choosing yourself is uncomfortable. It's like ripping out the floorboards under your own feet and trusting you'll build new ones mid-fall. You'll doubt. You'll curse. You'll want to crawl back to waiting. Waiting is easier. Waiting is seductive. But waiting is death by slow drip. And then there's this moment that changes everything. The second you stop asking who will save me and start asking what can I do next, the ground shifts. It doesn't have to be huge. One email sent. One decision made. One morning where you don't snooze. That's the first brick in your own rescue ladder. Some people will hate this message. They'll say it's cruel, too harsh, not empathetic. But empathy without action is poison. Coddling keeps you soft, keeps you weak. The world doesn't need more fragile dreamers waiting to be chosen. It needs people who chose themselves loudly, shamelessly. So here's the real mirror test. When you see your reflection tonight, will you whisper, "Help me"? Or will you stare back and say, "I've got this"? The reflection doesn't lie. It will show you which voice you've been feeding. So yes, no one is coming. But isn't that the most thrilling sentence you've ever heard? It means the door is wide open. It means you don't need permission slips or rescue ropes. It means you can take one raw, trembling step right now. Imagine it. A dark room, a single window. Someone sits in shadow, staring out, waiting. Nothing happens. Then their hand touches the handle. They push it open. Light floods in, swallowing the darkness. That's the moment of liberation. And it's yours. Stop waiting. Stop rehearsing your excuses. This is your story. Write it like it matters. And if this hits you, don't just nod. Subscribe, like, and comment one word now. Because now is the only time rescue exists. You are the rescue.